you know, push out the market and do terrible. It's way better to just check what's happening in the crypto space and like taking it slow. No need to like double down and everything. That's how a lot of traders get liquidated. That's the issue. There's a lot of people get destroyed because they get overconfident and they're like, okay, don't worry, I'm gonna make a lot of money anyway, and then bam, suddenly you're stop loss. So I don't have any problem holding this trade and going from here. So yeah, that's something I wanna teach people. But we could open like another long. I think 2.22 is pretty good. We could do some price analysis for some other content as well. I mean, other cryptos. So that's an important factor. Gonna launch here. Text, speech. Go browser, embed, bam, bam. Should be proper here. Just a small chat box that's gonna push me up here so I can see everything properly. All right. Perfect. Yeah. You know, like, it's really good to just stick to one coin and stick to it. Like, you know, go for that. You don't need 10 coins to trade, because then you're going to end up having one coin that's going to get completely liquidated and destroyed. So, you know, it's 10 times better to be steady. Do you trade crypto as a main source on income? Dream is to trade for work. Just saw this now. I've been trading prop firms for a couple months trying for a big payout. It's hard. It's definitely a hard trading, you know, real time, because you have to have a certain point. But if you use like calculators, you can see if that's possible or not. Didn't see that. I might have been way too late for that, but I saw a chat pop up. So yeah, it's hard to get crypto sources as a main income, basically. It's hard to go full time. Here we go. So yeah, it's slowly pushing above. XRP is slowly pushing above a certain price point now. And, you know, we saw a big whale dump from 217 to 214. I said the bottom is in at 1.87, and I still kind of stick to it. I still think the bottom is still in 1.87. This is when, you know, a lot of people have, a lot of these whales have started buying it out. So yeah, pretty much. I am wondering though how high we can go. I'm thinking like yeah. Here, 3.33, 4% up. 4% is a pretty good trade to take. Let's check some other coins that we can actually do price analysis. I already did Pump Fund today. Let's check at Bitcoin prices and what I personally think about it. So we have XRP pretty in the green, in the clear of what's happening right now. It just kind of going slowly up, but really nothing is, you know, pushing it forward. And we're waiting and seeing what happens. Let us open a light perpetual Bitcoin USDT. Perhaps we can even open a trade on Bitcoin. A lot of people are saying that if Bitcoin hits 95,000, again, 95,000, that would make it, you know, something else. That is where the big price point is for Bitcoin. But it has me worried because right now Bitcoin still cannot push above 100K. And every time it does, you can see like the sell orders, the book orders, they are absolutely destroying it. Selling 63%, selling 93%. So this is a very worrying factor if you ask me. I am kind of worried on that sense that if XRP cannot push and hold above 2.6 or even 2.5, that it could be seeing a further drop in a downtrend. So yeah, it's definitely a very worrying factor for me. And then we could be entering a bear market and then get absolutely destroyed, which is not good. But I like that we went from 214 here and we're trying to push above. We went from 187, as I showed you guys, 2.13. Look, we're slowly pushing up. This was back in December. You know, December was more kind than November, for sure. See November? We're kind of pushing sideways over here. Bam, big drop starting 30th November. A lot of whales selling, a lot of whales dropping. But slowly but surely, I think we're pushing up. This is the important factor here. So let us make a price analysis on Bitcoin here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And this is, let's delete all the noise. So first of all, you want to delete the noise because what's this? Like trading volume books? You want to remove this. You don't need this. And then you can actually see what's happening. So if we zoom out over here, Bitcoin had a very rough day at the gym and went from 7 October, it went all the way down from 125K. So let me see, 125K went down to a bottom of 92,000. See, in just 1 month and 15 days, we saw Bitcoin like drop like that. That's not normal, right? That's absolutely terrible. And yeah, people are saying we're still 90,000. You got to realize this is bad. I mean, really bad for me, at least in my opinion, because that's 35,000 that was skimmed off the top. So yeah, definitely a very scary moment if you ask me. Now, the nice factor about it is that Bitcoin has suddenly decided, hey, we're retesting further higher on the 2nd of December and basically 21st of November 2025. We have hit a very important low, basically like the bottom. So this could be a double bottom, in my opinion. Like, you know, it basically the whale selling off here once. And then we have another whale selling off. So first sale, yeah. Go to a brush, take a brush, first sale, and then second sale. These are the two big sell-offs from the whales in the last few days. So what this tells me, because you can see very red candles here, right? This is at least how I make my imagination, is that these whales have been transferring over to the buyers, to the bulls. Like someone else bought their own positions on what they sold. Either it was retail or it was institution. Any reason you're using BTC USDC chart instead of BTC USDT chart, which most traders use? Absolutely not. This was a mistake on my part. So I should switch that. That was silly from my side. Thank you for pointing that out. Because I've been streaming for 12 hours. That's why. So the point still stands here is that I feel... So let me go here, USDTM, Bitcoin, USDT. Thank you for that, Crypto T for life. Actually, I should have went with Bitcoin, USDT. So my personal opinion here, and again, no answer is right, as you guys know, is that we could be seeing one final push out from Bitcoin. one final push for Bitcoin to 100,000. So it's going to try one more time for 100,000. And then if it doesn't work, well, tough luck. It's going to be really hard for Bitcoin to recover. And these like sales we have been having, I don't know why the website is so slow. So let me just close a bit of the sites here. We will be in a free fall at that point. And it's a scary, 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 scary free fall, which could lead down to, well, very low price points. Maybe 50,000, maybe 80,000, things like that. So yeah, it kind of tells you the full picture here. So yeah, let me make a marker over here. As you can see, ignore this chart because it was like, you know, two possible scenarios I did last time. And obviously what ended up happening is we had a way, way, way smaller run and then a further downtrend. Well, this scenario, it didn't work out, unfortunately. Is what it is. You can't get them 100% right. But my further speculation is Bitcoin. And on what basis, right? If we scroll out here on the 4-hour chart, the 84,000 was the bottom on the 4-hour time frame. And 125,000 was the top. So as we saw, I see here 130,000, whatever it is, we saw huge drops. Bam. Let me do this pattern, and then it went further downtrend after a big sell-off at 120K. Definitely scary times. So yeah, right now, it does seem to me that we are going around for another push forward. Push forward would be 21st November. Bam, at this current price ranges, that would be pretty much amazing. Further up. So yeah, let us push over here. Oh, Trump has a speech as well. I'll post that. Let me just post the speech. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. So yeah, another push over to the resistance levels here, 100,000 or 107,000, where it entered a free fall. And if not, we could be seeing a further downtrend, which is the scary part. Like, because we tried to go for another one last final push. Maybe there's going to be another one. But these two are the ones that are really, really trying to push forward at that sense. So yeah, a very, very scary time for crypto ahead because the bear market could start at any moment. And it is worrying, but not yet over. Worrying, but not yet over. So what do you guys personally think? Any comments? Let me know in the comments below. And my trade on 2bit, honestly, we could take a small long here. A spot. Well, the minimum cost per order is $5. That's the issue with Bitcoin prices. But if we take a stop loss over here, so we take a 13% take profit, and minus 2%, we take a loss. So 0.6 USDT. Now, this is a risky move because I think leverage, I should do less leverage. So, and add price so scale can see the actual price because your prices you're stating are not correct. Bitcoin hit 126,000 with body close on 125,000 and reached low of 80,000 with a body close of 82,000. You're actually correct. I should fix that as well. Whoops. Here. It hit a low of way, way lower than expected. So I rounded up those numbers. Oopsies. And that's the... But the general idea is this is what I think could happen. Not should happen, right? So who knows? Could go either way. So let's go far and beyond here. I just want to take a trade and stick to it at this point. We could do another one, actually. Now that we did Bitcoin, we could take a trade, but I do want to do another price analysis if I can find one for Ethereum. So that's one I enjoy. Bam. Let's go over here. And see how far we can go. Ethereum Osaka upgrade, let's go. Nice to see you here, Julian. Yeah, let's go for the upgrade. Let's make a price prediction on Ethereum. You know, we've been kind of sleeping on ETH. So we go to the chart upgrades here. And let's see what's possible. I'm negative, basically. But yeah, for some reason, the website for me today is super slow. Maybe because of something that I did. Oh, here we go. Absolutely lovely. Oh, never mind. It's because I deleted everything for ETH. Let us pick another one. It's because I raged and probably deleted all of the Ethereum charts. Or just pressed random buttons, basically. So that's another factor. Well. Well, something is going wrong with this one. Okay, it's starting to work. Slowly, but surely. Well, it just won't work for some reason. Maybe it doesn't want to do me the updates. So maybe I could do my 15th XRP price update today. I just like doing price analysis, but if it's gonna let me on the page, that would be awesome. So yeah, bro deleted ETH, found inner peace. Bro, it's over for it. Oh, so yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is my 15th XRP update today. But basically, the point of the short opinion of ETH for me right now is it really depends, first of all, on Bitcoin's price, right? If Bitcoin falls, we are absolutely wrecked. So don't take that for granted. And this would be the nice part. But the nice part about it is if ETH and Bitcoin get a nice price, which would be amazing. Like if Bitcoin and ETH get a nice price, we are going to push a further uptrend and build momentum up to this area. Where was the big dump? It was about, and again, not the exact moments, but it was about 2.21. Yes, that's correct. 2.21 was basically the high of December so far. And this is the big drop when the whale sold on 30th of November. And the next high could be 2.26. Now, we got to break a lot of support levels to actually get to a new higher high, which is going to be the hard part. So right now, what my opinion is on ETH is it has been slowly dropping, like slowly getting sold by whales, because there was not enough retail. Not enough retail means not enough buys. So this is the big problem. I am really, really hopeful that ETH basically goes to a higher high at this point, but it needs some sort of a magic miracle. Either one, Bitcoin goes higher up, or number two, we have, this is the second option for ETH, I mean XRP, what am I saying? Is that we get to see another retail investor rally. How do we get retail investor rally? Could be multiple reasons. Could be like, a company boom. Could be the US government saying something about XRP that's going to make a lot of retail come back. This is the only way XRP, if we go on the daily charts over here, is going to ever reach 366 again. Either Bitcoin going up or a retail boom. Something like that happened 2024 is what we saw is the lawsuit being over. That was the catalyst for the prices going from 50 cents to an absolute amazing, $2, $1, $1.5, building its momentum. So just so you guys realize, this is the important factor. And I am really, really, really hopeful that, ETH goes up at this point, because I have a long position open for 4.52 and I'm 5% up, and I'm only closing it when I reach perfect. Actually, I haven't still closed it. I'm just going to keep it overnight, see what happens, because it's building momentum. I see some momentum growth, and that's where I see it could really grow. But I'm happy to take any constructive criticism. It's going to try to find a new top, and then it's going to go back down. Maybe the new top is going to be way lower. This chart, it's not going to go to 2.9 top. That's just a bit silly, ain't it? But it could find a top at 2.28. Maybe, and then some whales will take profit, and then suddenly, bam, you have another whale climbing above, and it's suddenly going to this price range. See? 2.76. Suddenly we're at 2.76. It could be a few. The other scenario is we could go maybe another bottom. I mean, we're going to try to hit for higher highs. Could I be wrong? Yeah, absolutely. But could I be right? Absolutely as well. So both scenarios are possible. Higher highs or higher lows. Yeah, so this is what I see on the chart. Am I crazy? Maybe. Could it be working? It could also. The other scenario I'm seeing for XRP in the following months is it could go sideways a bit. But slowly, we're getting some catalyst. Again, January might be a bear market. And if we're seeing a bear market, it's going to be bad, right? It's gonna wreck the markets. It's going to have a lot of people disappointed. And we could be seeing XRP just suddenly going on a downhill trend. Bam. Bam. Let's go here. Let's go down and find a new bottom. Where would this bottom be? First, it would try to go for a test of 1.87. And again, this is the less plausible scenario, because if Bitcoin goes up, this is going to be way less plausible. And then it's going to try to find a new bottom at 1.11 something, in my opinion, because these are the two levels where the retail really started to buy XRP. on, I can't show it here, but back then when XRP exploded, this is when the retail started like getting hard on it, and not in like not offensive way. I mean, like they started to show interest. So yeah, pretty good factors today overall, and I'm pretty happy that, you know, if XRP goes up, means my trading bot, which I open at 2, and I think that's the bottom, at least on the weekly time frames. So pretty nice. Let's do one for Pepe. I like enjoying price analysis. So Pepe, I have a lot of Pepe friends who are very big on Pepe. That's why I think this one is important for all my Pepe fans. So yeah, Pepe is something that a lot of my very close friends have been talking about. I gotta open a proper one. I completely messed something up, like the whole chart system. So after I fix that, I could probably make something, because open it. One thing that's a skill that I haven't mastered is actually properly using charts and checking what you're doing correctly, like if you know how to open charts correctly. Because if you delete something, that could be it. It could be over. See? Trade tools. Like, where's my order book? Where's my price charts? They're completely gone. So I'm just going to have to open a trading view here. This time, trading view is going to be, we're going to do one on trading view, because this is gone, bro. This is, it's absolutely, it's destroyed. This little things. Luckily, I still have other charts, but I wanted to do one on trading view analysis. Bam. Let's go first set this up. Pepe USDT full chart. Go here. Paper trading. What's this? This is all messed up. No, I don't want to do that. Well, pretty much that's off the table now. They don't want me to do a price analysis at that point. But on the other hand, my trade is on XRP is up 7%. So it does seem like my price prediction is correct. So maybe I'm wrong on a few, or don't know how to do a few properly. We're going to try to check the spot markets over here. And do see what's possible. Here, markets, futures. Futures markets, no. Pepe on the spot and random rewards. Pepe. Let's try a spot. Spot only. And see if that works. That would be amazing. Perfect, perfect, it works. Okay. So let's do one for Pepe. So this one is for any meme coin trend. Now, the meme coin trend hype has me very worried. You can't see the full picture here, because I think Pepe released. Did Pepe release at that time? I don't think it did. I think it released a bit before. But the issue right now with Pepe, first remove this, first of all. If we go on a 4-hour time frame, it's not looking good. A lot of the whales are selling off Pepe coin. And we are looking at a further downtrend. Bam. Psh. See, this is the big drop. I think it's similar to the one we see with XRP. So the exact one we saw with XRP, except there is one difference that, maybe I'm totally wrong here. But I'm worried about Pepe in general is its lack of Twitter posts. First of all, they haven't posted anything on Twitter for over months, like 3-4 months when I'm on Twitter Spaces. So that's one problem. Great, good, okay. But, we all know Twitter, not posting on Twitter as one of the biggest companies or biggest projects is going to absolutely destroy your fan base. So you can even hire someone for like $1,000 to post Pepe memes and it's going to get them money. So it does not make people happy in that sense. But we do have another problem with Pepe is basically coins like XRP, ADA, Cardano, whatever it is, they are basically getting a green light from the government, which you can see here. December 24th is like the maximum peak of Pepe when the meme coin crazy era began. Pump fun became big and we all gathered around and had fun, right? Till then, downtrend. Tried to do another rally. Rally went okay. Rally went sideways a bit and suddenly started dropping again toward the bottom. So it kind of makes you consider what's happening right now with crypto in general. Happening right now is that meme coins have changed. Like all the hype of meme coins has changed its hype into something else, and that is probably utility tokens. This is why I am slightly bearish in terms of macro trends. And what I mean by macro trends is in terms of retail investors on Pepe coin. So I'm going to try to do some price analysis because I'm always talking about macro, but I'm never looking at the price action, like what's happening. And the price action tells you a clear story. People try to rally it once more. Rallies happened. Whales suddenly pushed it down. Another rally tried to happen in July when all cryptos went up. Guess what happened again? Whales suddenly pushed it down. And this is the problem I'm seeing right now with meme coins is they're getting very competitive is number one. Pepe is still one of the nicest, biggest meme coins, and Dogecoin cannot push back past its all-time highs. So what can save it at this point is more utility and, getting competition from XRP and other coins, which have been always not about community. So the XRP marketing team is a genius because it used to be always about, it's about utility and then all about marketing and putting like stuff and champagne glasses everywhere. And, it's my meme coin, you should buy it, right? This was the big part of it. But now what we're seeing is a lot of people after they lost their trust with meme coins, they started to push out to Pepe, basically going downhill. There is another factor though for Pepe, and that is that Pepe has the natural advantage over here because of Pump.fun. Now, how are Pump.fun and Pepe connected? Well, Pump.fun literally saved meme coins at this point. So you would say, yes, but dear Lan, it dropped meme coins. Yeah, it dropped it here. It's not the exact bottom. I can't even say the name, but we are already reaching new lows. We are reaching new lows that we have seen before. We go on a 1 hour weekly time frame, whatever you want to call it. Let's go on a weekly time frame. You can see Pepe is almost near the prices it has become popular with. So yeah, it is a big problem right now. The only thing that can save meme coins right now is Solana and Pump Fun. But Pump Fun is making not enough revenue right now to save all these meme coins. It's making about 1 million, which is a lot of money per day on its best days or on average. So that's something that's saving pump like meme coins and everything in general. But it's not enough. It's not enough, and I feel if a bear market hits, this is gonna happen same to Shiba Inu. So big head and shoulder on daily, weekly. Yes, that's what I'm worried about. Pepe is low-key cooked. It can be saved, but it needs a lot of marketing push. Even marketing push, you know, if you push marketing, the issue is it's not gonna save enough, like, as you expect. It's not gonna do like enough in the bear market, like spending money on marketing. So head and shoulder, like this is where a lot of the whales sold off. And this is where the devs like should have really went for another rally to compete with XRP, and it's now going to get much harder. Because I feel like XRP took a lot of the community from Shiba Inu too, bro. I think that's the issue right now. Like a lot of these meme coins, they're taking money, and like the hype is basically over at that point for a lot of these projects. So I'm really wondering where it can go from here. Who knows? You know, it's obviously the hype is down, but it's not because Pepe is bad. It's probably one of my favorite out there. The big issue here with Pepe is that it's just meme coin hype. It's not the same. Retail is not back. This is the issue I have with this one. So yeah. That's my personal thoughts though. Like who knows what will happen. From there on out, could be either way. So yeah, it's really depends on also retail coming back. I don't think it's gonna be back this cycle, but could be back like in a few years. Could be back next year. It's not gonna be back this year, and you know, this is it. What we can do for the price prediction. Let's talk about SHIB as well, because SHIB is one I wanted to do. And SHIB is one that hurt me bad, you know, down. Like I had like a lot of SHIB. I had good amounts of SHIB, but it absolutely wrecked my heart. SHIB launched in 2021. Obviously, this is the part when it was listed on 2bit, the exchange I'm using. So you can see the similar patterns with Pepe here is literally the thing I'm seeing here. The problem with all these meme coins and everything like that is that all the hype that should be happening, all the marketing pushes, every time we get a push upwards, it gets sold off by the whale. So a whale sells off a very large chunk. So yeah, look at that. Bam. Whale sells off, you know, like bam. Try to go for another push, whale sells off, try to go for another push, until like slowly the community gives up and sells off their remaining tokens. To the point, if you look at over here, again, I gotta use these charts because they look much prettier, but they tell a good story, is that these charts we have right now, these charts are not looking perfect in that sense. They're not looking perfect because it's literally the point of a bear market. It's same price. Meme coins are literally the same price when FTX went down. When Terra Luna Classic went down. So does that tell you a story? It certainly does to me. It's a very terrible story. And it's obviously not looking too great when you see a sell-off like this in May 2022. And then when you see these whales see a push, when you see big red candles like this, it just tells you a whale has sold because they do not believe in the meme coin narrative. Just like video game narrative, it might be gone. So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about these narratives pushing us downwards. And this would be a very good part. Like, where do we go from here? Do we find another new low? What happens during the bear market? if we get a bear market, it's going to be absolutely terrible, because right now it's obviously a smaller bear market. Again, Bitcoin 92K, but Shiba Inu could never recover from 2021. We could be finding a new low because there's not going to be enough buyers. The old ones, holding for 4 years are going to be selling it off. And they're just going to be bored with it. They're going to say, bye-bye, I'm going home. I'm going to buy what's rest of it. Like a lot of people in 2021 have said, what's rest of it? I'm going to be buying this and that. I'm going to be buying, I don't know, XRP with this. So you're going to be forming a new low back in 2026 to 2025. And, SHIB had a lot of chances at this point. It did launch a lot of cool projects. I feel like a lot of these projects, they were already made. Like they launched NFTs. We already had NFTs. They launched an awesome video game. We already had video games. And with meme coins, it's really hard to develop something new. Like the reason why Pump Fun pumped so much is literally because it is one of the biggest out there. It's not going to be any bigger than this. So it kind of makes sense. It's going to be absolutely hard to see it drop that much. I'm definitely worried for these meme coins. Is it over? Maybe. So yeah, it's gonna be a further push downtrend for me personally on SHIB. I'm still gonna be waiting to see if this changes, but let's wait it out for now and see where we go from here. Still holding. I sold. Oh, I just saw this now. Oh, it's a Lone G Blue. I sold my SHIB, unfortunately. I didn't sell it at the peak, but I sold it at this price level. 0.00028. That's where I was forced to sell my SHIB to survive, basically. Or not survive, but this is where I felt comfortable that this is going to be the peak. And I was right so far. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe SHIB goes back to all-time highs. But so far, it's not been doing the stuff I wanted it to be doing. And, if I sold it maybe here, what it was, 115, then I would be way up. But obviously, that was only up for a few weeks. So just saw your chat now. That's the important factor. So, yeah. SHIB right now, it's not looking perfect, but it still has a very small community. We have another one, the Lost in the Past Terra Luna Classic. Has everyone forgotten about Terra Luna Classic that we're gonna do the price prediction today? Loon C. Bam. Let's go back to Loon C. USDT, is it that 1000 Luna Classic? You can't even know because it might have been delisted. That would absolutely suck if it was delisted though. Ugh. It's no way it's 1 cent at this point. This must be the wrong chart, right? Unless it's like 1000x. 1000 Luna Classic USDT. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like a 1000x perpetual, so it still tells you a clear story. What is this? A chart? Is it open? It looks super confusing, right? It doesn't have, does it have any trades? I don't think I'm using the right one, but I'm just going to do a price analysis on this one. And hopefully this is the right chart because it does look like all it is just like a 10x. So you can see proper prices of Terra Luna Classic. So Terra Luna Classics is smaller. It's not 2 cents. It's 1,000 times smaller, but I'm guessing they have this price points on exchanges so they can trade it properly for the systems, I guess. So yeah. Let's make one more on Terra Luna Classic. So Terra Luna Classic right now, not a good look. This is when it was delisted on what it was, Kraken. I think it was delisted on Kraken. So yeah, absolutely terrible. It got delisted there. We got another push up from like a team wanting to make projects. You know, in 2024, we got a push and then we got a drawdown. So what caused Terra Luna Classic to drop so heavily? First of all regulation issues made it push down over here from July. Made it absolutely terrible. But second of all, that I'm worried with Terra Luna Classic here is regulation issues. So here we have lack of leadership. So if you guys didn't know, I made videos for Terra Luna Classic like 3 years ago. And the big issue I had with Luna C is there was simply everybody wanted to govern the project. Why? Because they could set their own grant for $28,000 per week or per month. So they would get $28,000 and then it just goes sideways, right? There's no price action, no push. They tried to recreate Terra Luna Classic and slowly people lost interest. Whales didn't want to buy it anymore because it's risky. And other people, like retail, moved on to other projects like XRP or Ethereum or Bitcoin. Retail was gone at that time. So it does make you consider, where can you go from here? Well, not very far, because we hit a further low. If you go over here, let me set up the right point. If you want to short it, if you would have started a short here, you would have been a wealthy, wealthy man. What is that, like a 500% short? Bam. So let's say you want to start a short. Go here. Bam. Short it. Go bit, and now you go further down. And at this point, you would have an absolutely amazing amount of shorts. See? So that's exactly what would happen. You would have a great short that nobody expected. Now, something happened with my chart, but you get the pretty clear idea. I pressed the button. That's what I gotta fix here. Terra Luna Classic fits to data and screen. So the most important factor with Luna Classic right now is it's absolutely getting shorted on. It's getting sold by whales. It doesn't have any proper leadership yet. People who saw money in it basically as a part of to revive it, also incentivized to revive it. They don't want to revive it anymore. Because, like, why would they? Every whale has sold off at this point. So it makes you wonder. You see a big whale sell off here at 0.5 and immediately the price is going 0.026 or whatever it is. It's kind of like that. So it tells you a pretty clear thing that it's going just downtrend at this point. And when it's going sideways, it's a very, very bad look. Why? Because it means, like, if it's going sideways, it basically means, yeah, there's not enough interest that people are even going to buy it. And again, I'm someone that loves Terra Luna Classic. I like the project. But some of the things that maybe there's some stuff I haven't heard about. So I am hoping here that we are going to be seeing a smaller downtrend. Like, it's gonna become smaller and smaller and smaller until, like, you know, going sideways, because nobody will want to sell, nobody will want to buy, until slowly it goes into obscurity, just like SHIB and other projects. And I'm hoping that's not the case, because like devs could do something with this, but there's just not enough money or incentive for some of these people to do it, and they're still worried. So I'm really wondering where we go from here, what we do, and how we go. You know, I would love to see it though. I would absolutely love to see it, like, pump all the way up. but it's gonna be hard. Anyway, guys, I'll keep you guys updated with more content as well. Smash that like button and subscribe. And let us check back our positions. Where we go from here. XRP USDT. We have, what else we have? There was one really popular. Uniuse, Unicorn. Gotta check by the volume. SUI. Yeah, SUI. We need to check on the spot. I much rather prefer to do these price charts on the spot. Buy crypto. And then go from there. Scary, scary, scary. No, I want to buy, I don't want to buy spot. I want to review spot. So I could go to spot and I could go to trading pairs and see what trading pairs there are. All right, guys. I love you all. I've been streaming for 6 hours. And I think we could rate someone or do something proper. I'm gonna be also streaming tomorrow, so if I get proper rest, I can stream tomorrow properly. I'll keep you guys updated. I have an XRP trade as well. So if that's something you guys are interested in, smash that like button and let's go to XRP. I'll go now and I'll record my content pretty much shortly. Until next time on the Sisyphus Rock, I really appreciate you guys coming to the stream. You know, me learning trading, me doing the proper stuff, the proper equipment, and going